Some video games don't just challenge you, they punish you. Sometimes for winning, sometimes for cheating, and sometimes just for playing the way the developers didn't want you to. These games don't make things easier when you improve, they come after you. So here are 7 video games that punish you for playing wrong. 1. Mario Kart. Mario Kart might be the most famous example of a game punishing you because it does it in the most unfair way possible. In most games, getting into first place means you're safe. You earned the lead. But in Mario Kart, first place is basically a target on your back. The second you pull ahead, the game starts throwing its most brutal items directly at you. Blue shells, lightning, endless red shells, all perfectly timed to ruin everything. And the craziest part is, it isn't random. Mario Kart uses something called rubber banding, where the game quietly helps players behind you catch up. The better you perform, the more aggressively the game balances the race by punishing the leader. So instead of feeling rewarded for playing well, you start feeling paranoid. In Mario Kart, winning doesn't feel like victory, it feels like survival. 2. Eternal Darkness. Eternal Darkness is legendary because it doesn't just punish your character, it punishes you. The game has a sanity meter, and as it drops, reality itself starts to fall apart. But not in a normal horror game way. Instead, the game begins messing with the player directly. The screen might pretend to lower your volume. Characters may suddenly die for no reason. The game might even display fake messages claiming your save file was deleted. For a moment, you genuinely think something is wrong with your console. These effects were designed to break your trust in what you're seeing. The punishment isn't losing health, it's losing certainty. Eternal Darkness makes you feel like the game itself is unstable, like it's turning against you. It's one of the most creative examples of a game punishing you simply by making you question reality. 3. Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid has one of the most famous punishments in gaming history because it forces you to realize the game is watching you. During the Psycho Mantis boss fight, the villain doesn't just attack your character, he attacks the player. He reads your memory card and comments on other games you've played. He moves your controller using vibration, and when you try to fight him normally, it feels impossible because he predicts every move. The only way to win is by physically unplugging your controller and switching ports, something no other game had ever asked players to do. Metal Gear punishes you for thinking you can beat it like a normal boss fight. It's a moment where the game breaks the rules completely just to remind you, you're not in control here. 4. Batman: Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum has one of the smartest anti-piracy punishments ever, because it doesn't look like punishment at first. If you pirate the game, everything seems normal. You can play for hours without any warning. But eventually something strange happens. Batman's cape stops working properly. Gliding becomes impossible. And because gliding is required to progress through the game, you literally cannot finish it. Players thought it was a bug. Forums filled with people asking why the game was broken. But it wasn't broken, it was intentional. The developers didn't crash the game or lock you out. They let you play, just long enough to waste your time before quietly making the game unbeatable. 5. Dark Souls. Dark Souls doesn't punish you for being bad at the game, it punishes you for being reckless. The world of Dark Souls is designed to punish impatience more than anything else. Rush into a room without thinking, you're dead. Get greedy and swing one extra time, you're dead. Panic roll or button mash, dead again. Every mistake is immediate, brutal, and unforgettable. Dark Souls trains players through punishment. It teaches you to slow down, to respect enemies, and to stay calm under pressure. The game doesn't care how strong you are, it cares how careful you are. It's one of the most famous examples of a game punishing the wrong playstyle until you adapt. 6. Zelda: Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess has one of the creepiest punishments because it doesn't happen right away. Nintendo included an anti-piracy system that doesn't crash the game or show an error message. Instead, it lets you play normally. For hours, everything feels fine. But deep into the adventure, the punishment begins. If the game detects a pirated copy, it starts breaking itself in disturbing ways. Link can transform into bizarre spider-like forms. The camera becomes distorted. Controls stop behaving correctly. The world of Hyrule slowly becomes unstable, like the game itself is collapsing. Players originally thought it was some cursed glitch because it didn't feel like a normal anti-cheat screen. It felt like Twilight Princess was punishing you by trapping you inside a broken version of its world that refuses to let you finish. 8. Call of Duty. Call of Duty has a modern kind of punishment that millions of players experience every day, even if they don't realize it at first. It's not a monster or a sanity meter or an anti-piracy trap. It's the matchmaking itself. In recent COD games, the better you perform, the harder the game pushes back. You have one great match? Suddenly you're placed into lobbies filled with players way above your normal level. Enemies feel faster, more accurate, and far more aggressive. This system is often called skill-based matchmaking, and it's designed to keep matches balanced. But to many players, it feels like the game is punishing you for doing well. Instead of rewarding improvement, it forces you into more challenging matches until winning feels exhausting. Call of Duty is one of the only franchises where having a good game doesn't make you feel stronger. It makes you feel like the game just raised the difficulty behind your back. These aren't just hard games, they're games that fight back. If you know one that belongs on this list, drop it in the comments.